Yes, hello everybody. This is Ray from Race United, and I'm back. What can we do now? Oh my God, my light just went off. What's happening with my light? My light just went off. Let's see. I need to switch my light back on. It just went off, so I need to switch it back on. Yep, my light's back, and I'm back. Yes, this is Ray from Race United. I'm trying to hold my mic so you can hear me. What can we do today? Well, today we've got lots of things to talk about, and a lot of people have been in doubt of what Raise United is about and what Pi is about. But hey, today you're going to get all the clarifications you need, and let's see if the clarifications are okay enough for you. That's what we need. We need you to get some clarification, and I need to give you some clarification because it's important that all of you know what's happening. You get what I mean? So please, no intangible questions. We need proper questions. If the question is intangible, I will not answer. I'm sorry about that. Today, I need tangible questions, especially those of you in my Telegram group. You know that Telegram, I don't tolerate any intangible questions. So if your questions are intangible, you're not going to get a response. So you better think through your questions before asking. And again, I warn, no price of pie questions today. I don't want to hear anything about price of pie today because that is not relevant at the moment. What's relevant, if you don't get it done, forget about the price of pie. So today, I'm going to be extremely serious, and I'm going to make sure that all of you know what you're doing, because I've realized that a lot of you don't know what you're doing. And if you don't know what you're doing, unfortunately, you're going to have a long way to go, guys. So everybody should know what they're doing. So when you come to my channel, you better listen. Don't just watch me and just think about yourself. Listen to everything I say. Because if you don't listen, you will never know what I'm talking about. You get what I'm saying? So this is serious stuff. I've got to realize that a lot of people don't know stuff about cryptocurrency, and they don't know stuff about Pi. All they want is the price of Pi, and then that's it. That is selfish. Otherwise, me being here, you're making a fool out of me. You get what I'm saying? Because I am supposed to be here, and you're supposed to make sure that whatever I tell you gets into your head and keep it there. I don't want repetitive questions all the time. Today, somebody will ask, when is Pi going to be launched? I've sent the video to you. Why don't you watch the video? Why don't you watch the video and learn? Watch it from the beginning to the end, and then learn what I've said. If you don't understand, watch it again. You know, that's what I do. I watch people's video 3 or 4 times so I can understand before I comment. I don't comment before, I don't look at the caption and then comment. We don't do that. Watch the video. The caption tells a fraction of the story. Watch the entire video, and then you can give your feedback. Don't give a blind feedback just because you hate the topic or the caption. Listen to everything. You get what I'm saying? So I've realized that a lot of people don't know stuff about Pi, and they pretend to know. Now, if you do, that's why I put a thing there. I put a poll. I think the poll is gone because I changed this. So I need to actually put a poll up there again because it looks like guys don't really know stuff about Pi. So I need to make sure I give you some knowledge about Pi. Do you understand? Um, Listen, if you can't get it, bust off, man. Because today I'm serious. You get what I'm saying? It's all about wanting people to understand things. I don't want negative energy. Once I get negativity, you're out. You get what I'm saying? Because I don't want negative energy on my channel at all. I don't want people asking negative, especially the negative questions. They're very irritating because I keep telling you, telling you, telling you, telling you. And when I go to Telegram, I see things there that I really don't like, especially my admins. You understand? So if you're an admin, you don't ask certain questions. You talk to me, you DM me, and we have conversations. And then after that, you go there, you help people. You don't give them false hope and kill their spirits and start saying negative things. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, let's continue. So today we're going to talk about a lot of different things. I'm going to really talk a lot because this week I've had so many questions from people, and I've realized that um, I've realized that people are sometimes very fickle, and I want to remove that fickleness out of people and make sure they have confidence and know that Pi has got things to deliver to everyone. So people should stop being negative because that negativity never helps. You understand? And like Warren Buffett said, if you're impatient, money stays away from you. If you're patient, you attract money. It's simple. Those that are patient attract money, and those that aren't patient, they repel money. So I need you to be patient. Don't try and think that because of the what you've seen with Mainnet, you've been told something else. No, you were not told anything. So right now, what you're seeing is what you're being told. You were not told anything. Nobody told you that. Oh, when Mainnet is here, this is what's going to happen. The core team didn't say that. I didn't say that. All I told you was things that I had to say. You get what I'm saying? And you even wanted special news for me, which I didn't give you. Sometimes you guys want price of pie, which I don't give you, because price of pie nobody really knows. I only use algorithms, and that's it, and data. So if I use algorithms and data, it gives you a broad range of prices. You can't get the exact price of pie because crypto itself is very volatile. It moves up and down the whole time. You get what I'm saying? So anyway, let's move on. I just really wanted to rant a little bit. Um, yeah, I wanted to rant a little bit. Anyway, wherever you're watching from, let me know so I can give you a shout out. It's very important. That's one of the things that I do all the time. So if you're wherever you're watching from, even if I know where you're watching from, others don't know where you're watching from. So make sure you put your location where you're watching from, and then people can also give you a shout out. So today, what I'm going to talk about, obviously today is Pie in the News. So I'm going to break news to you, of course. It's Pie in the News episode 15. This is the last Pie in the News. I will not be doing Pie in the News. This is the last Pie in the News for this year. So everything I do from here on in that's live is going to be like breaking news, special news, live phone-ins. That's what we're going to do because the landscape has changed and a lot of things are happening. And we need to make sure we are aware and up to date with everything. So please, I entreat you. I'm not angry. I'm very happy. You know me. But today I have to be very serious because it looks like when I'm joking about, people don't take it seriously. So when I'm serious, you're going to listen and learn because there are a lot of things I realize certain people, not everybody, need to learn. Anyway, let's continue. So a lot of people ask me some questions during the week. And one in particular, George Pantaleon, he asked a question and I really want to get into George's question. George's question, I'll answer it very, very soon. But before that, I'm going to break things down for you. Now, this week, we had so much news. You understand? So we'll do a little recap of the midweek premiere, which was, the dates that I gave you with respect to Mainnet. Now, obviously, I put a poll out there and I asked the question, when do you think Mainnet is going to be? And everybody are thinking of certain dates. It's not really, it's split between 29th and 31st. I know when I believe it's going to be, but that's my opinion. Again, don't take my word for it. That's just my opinion. But I know, in my opinion, when Mainnet will gain ground. But obviously, KYC as well. I know exactly when KYC would gain ground. I gave you the range, the period, which is what Pi always do. They give you the period. They don't give you a specific date. So within that period, at one particular date, is going to happen. You understand? It's not a race as to who gets it right or who gets it wrong. I've got the period. I've given you the period. I've been giving you the period for about 3 months now. You get what I'm saying? So it's not like some fake news. Fake news is like they pick up news and then they break it. But me, I break it before, way before. So you saw my ticker in front, my ticker at the bottom of the screen where I say countdown to Mainnet, where I was saying that I remember back in 3 months ago, I said 89 days left and so on and so forth. People are you sure? I said, I told you it's a rough date, but that's what I've been told, end of the year. And of course, as it were, it's going to happen end of the year. So I've been right all this while. You get what I'm saying? So because obviously I had news and all of that, I had information, but obviously I can't tell you exactly what the information was. I could only break it in my own words to you. You get what I mean? So yes, in midweek we spoke about the mainnet date and everything. I didn't get a lot of views. I don't know why. I thought that particular video was really good, but I didn't get a lot of views. I don't know what you people were expecting from me. But hey, it's okay. You win some, you lose some. I'm okay with that. You get what I mean? But it all happens. You have to know that as I'm on YouTube as well, YouTube, some people look at it as a business. You get what I mean? So I've got a few members today. Even I became a member of my own channel. You get what I'm saying? I became a member of my own channel. So I am a member of my channel now. And obviously another person became a member of my channel as well. Insight TV became a member of my channel. Thanks to that person, everything is good. Listen, now I've got a few people becoming members. Some people are greedy, of course. They don't want to become. They're telling me, hey, the channel is going to grow, it's going to become big, blah, blah, blah. They don't want to pay. They want information. But it's okay. I know what I'm doing. Don't worry. So, yeah. So I spoke about the premiere, and now I'll be speaking about the checklist, of course. So Mainnet checklist, a lot of people still don't get the gist. So let me just point it out to you so quickly, so all of you will get to know what the Mainnet checklist is about, since some of you don't still know what the checklist is about. So the checklist means what you need to do in that order. So first of all, now, this is something I'm going to talk about. It's very serious. I just realized that not everyone has the Pi browser app. I just realized that not everyone has the Pi browser app. Now, let me just tell you straight away. Don't ask me about Pi price if you don't have the Pi browser app, because if you don't have the Pi browser app, you can't do KYC. If you don't have the Pi browser app, you can't have your wallet, Pi wallet. If you don't have your Pi browser app, you can't actually see the blockchain. If you don't have the Pi browser app, you cannot do anything. You get what I'm saying? So I realized I went to Play Store. Only 5 million plus, so between 5 and 10 million plus people have Pi browser app. And then I went to the Apple Store. There too is about similar numbers. So it means about 10 million people don't have the Pi browser app. So if you don't have the Pi browser app, then what are you doing here? You get what I'm saying? You can't be asking any questions if you don't have the Pi browser app. That is the first thing you should do. You understand? Mainnet transfer essentials. That's the first thing you should do. So if you don't have it, do it right now while we're live. Go there to go to Play Store or Apple Store, download the Pi browser app. That's the first thing. So as we speak, if you haven't downloaded it, don't be ashamed, don't be embarrassed. Go there straight away and download it. Do you understand what I'm saying? And then the second thing, after you've done that, you can now create your Pi wallet. You cannot create your Pi wallet without having the Pi browser app. So that's the first step, Pi browser app, and then create your Pi wallet. After that, what do? You now go, you decide how much Pi you want to lock up. Now, I've done a video about lockup I'm going to release on Tuesday. So when I release it, I'll talk about lockup next weekend. I'm not going to talk about lockup today, but I'll talk about lockup next weekend. Probably talk about lockup on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve. I probably might do Christmas Eve, because Christmas Day is like a special. Maybe by then I'll get to 5,000 subscribers. You never know. But Christmas Day is definitely going to be like a special kind of day. Christmas Day plus KYC plus all of that. So I'll be talking about a lot of things during that time. So lockup will be a separate live thing I'll probably do on Friday, but I'll release the video on Tuesday. So Tuesday, watch out for the lockup video. It's going to be interesting. And then when it goes out, you do that. So make sure the third thing you do is to decide how much Pi you want to lock up. And then when you finish that, you submit your KYC, which will happen in the next few days. So once that happens, you do that. And then you wait for your KYC results. So you wait, you can't do anything. And then after that, I have been KYC, so I can go straight to number 6. I will go straight to number 6. But those of you that haven't been KYC'd, at least do number 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 on the checklist. Do it today. And when you do it, say done. I've done it on the comments. And the 1 to see is important. We've got 17 of you here. Do it right now. If you've done it, say you've done it. If you haven't, go and do checklist 1, 2, and 3 as we are here live. I need you to do that. You get what I'm saying? And then after you've done that, you can now wait for 4 and 5. And then when you finish 4 and 5 during the what do we call it? During KYC, you now go to number 6, which is invite. That you can still do it anyway. You can still do it. You know, invite your teams to complete KYC to transfer more pies. You get what I'm saying? So you go there and then you invite them, of course. So that list will be created later. So this is so important that you all do it. The checklist is extremely, extremely paramount. I don't need to tell you, but I am telling you because I realize people ask irrelevant questions. These are the relevant questions. Do the steps. The steps. Download the Pi app, Pi browser app. Very important. Create the Pi wallet. Extremely important. And then decide how much Pi you want to lock up. And then, of course, you wait for KYC from next weekend onwards. And then, of course, and finally, number 6. By me, I'll go straight to number 6 from now on. Obviously, I haven't been given the capability yet. But once I'm given, I'll invite my people to do their KYC. Okay. So I know everybody here is subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, it means you can't comment. So if you want to comment, please make sure that you subscribe, and then you can comment because I need people to subscribe. So if you haven't subscribed yet, and if you want to comment, subscribe, and then you can make a comment. So let me see what people are saying. Guys, share this content. I need a lot of people here today. There aren't many people here. I don't know what's happening with people today. Let me see. I need to pin this. Yep. And then before I continue, I need guys to learn something from me. Guys need to learn something. Now, when I say people must become members of the channel, this is what's going to happen when my channel becomes bigger. Now, let me tell you this straight away. From January, when the channel, obviously, the channel is big now, to be honest. But from January, I'll be doing some shows where only members will be able to comment. Only members will be able to ask questions. The reason why I'm doing that is that at the end of the day, my YouTube is monetized. I pay taxes. I pay certain things. And I'm doing this from my own pocket. You get what I'm saying? However, I'm not a charitable person. I'm not doing charity. I'm doing a business here. You understand what I'm saying? So when you come here, you need to know that, oh, this guy is doing a business. The same way you guys do your own business, I'm doing my business too. So you come here, you're like, okay, listen, he's doing a lot for us. If I become a member, at least I pay £3 a month, £6 a month, £9 a month, £20 a month if you've got a lot of money, and give it to the channel so I can get the energy, the vim to come and do it. Because sometimes I don't have the interest to do this. I'm telling you the truth, because I feel like, what's the point? I do all of this for you guys, but you guys don't reward me in any way, shape, or form. So what is the point? Sometimes I think about it. I have to tell you the truth. But you guys want free of charge things, being spoon-fed, giving you information all the time. But you don't want to actually do the handshake to say, okay, let me help this guy. He's doing a lot for us. Let me help him also grow his channel. So from 1st of January onwards, which is 2 weeks from today, members only stuff will be happening. If you don't like it, you can go. Let's see. So let's see what this guy is saying. So Jeff Dabby is saying, Ray the boss man, thanks for your great updates. The Pi coin we're going to be mining after mainnet, can they be used immediately or after a given period of time? Please, I want some clarification. All right. So yeah, what the question is a good one. So what will happen is once you get to mainnet, obviously you can't convert it to, well, actually, no, let me go straight and talk about it. That leads me straight. Your question is a good one. Let me go straight to the roadmap. So the mainnet roadmap, before I go to the roadmap, let me answer the question and then I'll go to the roadmap. So your question is a good one, Jeff. So yeah, this particular question, a lot of people have asked me. Now you can't convert your Pi coins when we go to mainnet into fiat currency, but you can use it to buy on our Pi economy. You can buy stuff, exchange goods and services and all of that. I'm going to explain that in detail in the next few minutes. So your question is a very relevant question, but the reason why they're doing that, I'm going to tell you everything, and then you'll understand why they're doing that. I'm actually going to release a video detailing everything for you, probably maybe Thursday or Friday. I'll release it. I haven't recorded it yet, but I'll record it and probably release it on Thursday or Friday. So you would get some wind and knowledge into reasons why mainnet will be divided into two. A lot of people are not really understanding why is mainnet divided into two. What's going on? We don't understand. Listen, there's a real reason why mainnet is going to be divided into subphases. So you have the closed network, which is the firewall mainnet, and then you have the open network, which is the open mainnet. There will be reasons, the reasons why they're doing that, and I'm going to tell you why they're doing that. Do you get what I'm saying? So let's continue. Yeah, cryptocurrency world, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. And I've done it before just KYC left. Okay, that's good. Comedy. Um, you can't use your birth certificate to do your thing, but it doesn't have a lot of information. So no birth certificate for KYC, I'm afraid. I've given you the list, and please, I've said it a million times, I've given you the list of what you can use. I already told you I'm not gonna talk about that, but if you want, watch my other videos and you're gonna know. Watch all my KYC videos, the latest ones. You're gonna see I've been talking about it a lot. All right, so just watch them and you will know. So yeah, let me now talk about the one I intend to talk about, which is the roadmap. So the roadmap, we all know the roadmap, right? We started from phase one. So when we started from phase one, obviously phase one is where, let me actually open this up and then go straight to the roadmap. So roadmap, yeah, so we started from phase one, which was the beta phase, and that was actually released in December 2018. But obviously, after that, what they did was they launched it on March the 14th, 2019. And then in that, what we had was the mobile app that was listed and accessible through the iOS. That was the first thing they did for us at the core team. And then, of course, it grew within phase one. It grew from 0 to 3.5 million engaged pioneers. And then the Pi network economy actively engaged in the project through the app home screen interactions and chat. And then, of course, it reached 233 countries and regions around the world. And then, of course, when we were 1 year old, we went to testnet, which we still are for a few days, at least from now, we'll still be in testnet. Now, testnet, a lot has been achieved. I can tell you what has been achieved. So many versions of the Node software were released. The Pi platform was released along with key ingredients, you understand, of our ecosystem, like wallet, browser, brainstorm, and then developer tools. So they did a lot of things. And then the pilot version of KYC app was introduced on the Pi browser, very important. The project ran its first ever worldwide hackathon, online hackathon, with thousands of participants from within the pioneer community. And then Pi grew, obviously, to over 30 million. So right now, we are over 30 million, whether you want to hear it or not. And then, of course, we also grew from 0 to over 10,000 fully functional community nodes and over 100,000 daily active nodes on the waiting list. And then Pi also reached almost every country and regions around the world. Now, phase three, obviously, is going to be this December. I've given you the dates, so it's going to be around that time. Now, in phase three, it's going to be divided into, we're going to have two periods. We're going to have remember, I keep saying periods. I've been saying that for months, and that's what we do, periods. We can't give you dates. Dates don't work, periods. So it's a firewall mainnet, which is the enclosed mainnet, or the closed network. Sorry, let me just let me edit it. Enclosed, enclosed. Yep. So we have the enclosed network period, of course, and then we have the open network period. You get what I'm saying? We have the enclosed network period and the open network period. Now, this is very important. I'm going to explain that to you, but I'll do a video about it as well, which will go into a bit more detail, but very concise, so you're going to know exactly what is happening. You get what I'm saying? So, guys, don't panic at all. So, in the enclosed one, this is what you need to know. Let me just put this down and say a paraphrase. But before I go, let me see if you've got any questions. So, yes, I've got Dawson Group saying thank you, Ray Power. Yes, my guy, man. And then I've got AU saying I've watched all your KYC video. Don't repeat your questions, please. Just ask it once, it will come. But I've not got one exact answer. Can I verify KYC with an expired passport? No, you can't. Why are you actually asking this question? Expired passport is invalid. If you have an expired passport, it's invalid, so you can't. You get what I'm saying? Expired passport has to be given back to the state. It doesn't belong to you anymore. It's expired. You get what I'm saying? So you need to renew your passport. That's what you need to do. Anyway, let's continue. So, the open period, sorry, the close period, what am I saying? So we've got the close period and the open period. So now it's the close period, which is the firewall time. So I'm going to give you the advantages, obviously, and I'll talk about it. So I've read this thing like 4 times or 5 times, and I can't see anything that's making you guys so worried because everything is clear. I'm trying to look for something that you guys don't understand, but it is very clear. Let me read this to you. It says the enclosed network period allows time for millions of pioneers to KYC and migrate their Pi from Pi to the mainnet. So let me tell you why they're doing this. So let's say hypothetically we just go straight to mainnet and then launch on the exchange. Do you know that we'll have no power and our value will go down because everybody, from what I'm seeing in my experience, most people that are saying, "Oh, I'm gonna lock up 50%," they're not gonna lock up 50%. They're gonna lock up 10% or nothing and sell everything. I know. A lot of people need money, so they will sell it, and then you get all these whales out there buying it, and then they'll take everything out after the price rises and drops, and then we'll be like Shiba Inu. Have you seen Shiba Inu? What's happening to it? That's exactly what we'll be like if we're not careful. So what the Pi core team are doing, they're following the exact thing they said they'll be doing. They've just had to revise the roadmap because we're heading towards mainnet. You get what I'm saying? So they're telling us that they're going to make sure. Now, this is where I commend them. I really, really like what they're doing. And you need to understand it. Our network is going to be closed. So we'll not get, like, let's say we want to plan something for our lives, right? Before we get out there. If you've got a movie, a play, a music, everything to release. Do you go out there and release it without getting your facts right, getting your message right before you release it? You get everything in-house. So you keep yourself rehearsing the whole time before you get to the stage to do your theater acting or movie or on set to do your shooting of the movie, or if it's a play in school, you rehearse before you get there to do the play. This is the same thing. We close our network so nobody can come in and ask us for the price of Pi. No, we close the network. We get everybody KYC'd, or most people KYC'd, and when we have the number that we need, then we can say we're now moving to the open network. But whilst we're doing that, this is where I think that they've done well. Whilst we're in the closed network, we can still be creating value. We can still create a consensus, meaning we'll agree on a price. All of us, all the millions of us, we agree on a price. And if we agree on the price, we stick to it. So if we say $10 is what Pi is going to be, then we're going to buy Pi stuff for $10 per Pi. If we say $50, then we have to agree as a consensus. So while we're doing that in an enclosed network, we'll be agreeing. We'll be having a consensus. I'm trying to be in layman's terms. I don't want to speak with technical terms like others. I want to be very simple. I can use all the technical terms if you want me to, but I'm not going to do it. I will not do it. So I'm trying to speak in layman's terms, be very anagrammic or whatever word you want to say, to make you understand. Sorry, analogic, to make you understand. You get me? So the enclosed network is not an extremely thoughtful thing. I never thought they were going to do that. They kept it to their chest. They realized if they say something like that, people will be like, "Oh, what's that?" But now it's happening. You get what I'm saying? This is something that I was kind of disappointed in my Telegram team when people started getting all anxious and, oh, what if this, what if that? We can't convert this to fiat currency. So what's the point? Why do you want to convert it to fiat currency? Yes, I get the point. Some people will say, oh, so how are we gonna we need fiat currency to buy other goods. Listen, we're not saying you should run your business on our economy. We're not saying that. We're saying if you've got something to sell, you sell in exchange for pie. That's what we're saying. We're not saying run your business yet. When we get to the open network, you can start running your business, because then you can do your exchange of goods and services kind of thing. You get what I'm saying? But right now, you can only do transactions amongst pioneers. So therefore, there can't be fiat currency. Whilst we're doing that, if it goes faster, quicker enough, if it goes quicker enough, then I'm talking about the KYC process. If it goes quicker enough, then we're going to get people, the core team saying, all right, let's speed it up to the open network stage. You get what I'm saying? Then once we get to the open network stage, then we know what's going to happen. But the enclosed network is so important. I'm telling you, it's so important. So again, let me repeat. I'll do the analogy. So the reason why we're doing the enclosed network is because we don't want anybody to have access to our network, Pi network, yet, whilst people are getting KYC'd. So we want our pioneers to get KYC'd first before we go into the open network, where exchanges can now come in and say, all right, so how much is Pi? By that time, we already have a price for Pi, all of us. You get what I'm saying? So when people start asking about what the price of Pi is, we are going to create the price of Pi. We are going to create the price of Pi through a consensus. You get what I'm saying? So we're using a different protocol here. We use a different protocol, Stellar Consensus Protocol. That's what we're using, SCP. So please understand the whole thing. Read the white paper again and again and again before you start asking certain questions. Read the roadmap again and again and again before asking certain questions. Questions that you don't, things you don't understand, you can ask the questions. But don't come here to ask me questions if you haven't read the white paper and the checklist, the mainnet checklist. It's so important. Each and every individual. Because right now, if I tell you, give me your password to your account, are you going to give me? No, you won't, because that is your account. So it means you're responsible for it. You get me? I'm not responsible for your account. You are responsible for your account. So go to your account, read the white paper, read the frequently asked questions, read the roadmap, and read the mainnet checklist. Okay? Don't forget, smash the like button. You can don't smash dislike, because I'm serious. Smash the like button. I don't think I've asked anybody to smash the like button today. Smash the like button if you're still here. And we've got a lot to talk about. Yes, my guy, Obuneke. Obuneke is saying you're doing great. There's a question on Telegram. Well, I'm not on Telegram yet, so I'm not going to Telegram. I'm on YouTube. Yeah, so the admin in Telegram sold me dreams. They always lie. Which admin? What did they say? And then Comedy says, okay, so when they reopen the Pi network, can KYC still go on, or KYC would have to stop to reopen? No, KYC will still go on, because if people come to our network, they still have to be KYC. So KYC will still be going on. But what they want to do is, we, the pioneers, those of us that actually built this ecosystem, those of us that built this economy, we have to have our KYCs done. And then whilst we're doing that, we're also creating value for our Pi by having a consensus, by making sure we're buying and selling amongst ourselves. You get what I'm saying? And that's why they have all these little utilities around. You get what I'm saying? So they're all there. It's been created already. It's been created. And more are going to come. More are going to come. Trust me. So, yeah. So as I was saying, this is what they said. The enclosed network period allows time for millions of pioneers to KYC and migrate their Pi to the mainnet. Only a small fraction of pioneers have been able to complete their KYC around the launch of mainnet. Over the coming months, we will continue to roll out the KYC solution to more pioneers and help them complete their KYC. If we move directly from testnet to opennet, this will mean that the pioneers who were able to KYC before others would have Pi available for use outside of the Pi platform, whilst the pioneers still waiting to be KYC, still waiting to complete their KYC will not yet have this privilege. The speed at which pioneers all over the world are able to complete their KYC would depend on the speed at which each local community provides the KYC validator crowd workforce, as well as the speed at which individual pioneers participate in the KYC. So I've said this a million times. You either listen or you don't. It's up to you. I've said it a million times out of my guts that you need to make sure you have your documents ready. We are going to use the KYC app. Maybe we might not use Yoti, fine, but we might use the KYC app. We don't know yet if we'll use Yoti or not. But if we're not going to use Yoti, you need to make sure you have your IDs ready. I've said a million times, whether it costs $1,000 or $10 or whatever, get it ready. If you think you've got enough Pi to help you get rich, then why don't you want to spend a little money to have your identities ready? You get what I'm saying? So get your identities ready. Ensure that whilst your identities are ready, once we get to the KYC stage, which is going to happen very, very, very soon. Next week at this time, we'll be talking about KYC is ongoing. It's just begun. Next week at this time, we could be talking about that. So you guys need to get your IDs ready. I mean that. I keep saying this over and over and over. People don't want to spend to make more money. They want to just make money. Take. They don't want to give a little bit. Just a little investment. But do you know these rich people, how much they've had to sacrifice financially, socially, with their families and everything to get to where they are now? You don't know. But they've had to do that. You need to sacrifice a little bit to make a lot. So make sure you get your IDs ready. I don't know what ID you have. What I recommend that you get is your passport and driver license. If you feel like you have your national ID card, great. As long as it's biometric, great. If you have, and then if you've got your local KYC validator crowd workforce ready, then they can also validate your KYC as quickly as possible. Sorry, your IDs as quickly as possible, and then you get onto the KYC bandwagon, and then we all go quickly into open network. And then if you're in a hurry and you want to get your monies quick, then you know, be quick. That's all I'm saying. Get your IDs ready. If you want KYC to go fast, get your IDs ready. You understand? Because KYC happens and then Mainnet follows almost immediately after, and then we're in a enclosed network trying to get the KYCs done. You get what I'm saying? So, advantages. So, the reason why we have this two-period approach to Mainnet is millions of pioneers worldwide have to pass KYC. That's why we have that. And then we'll be building and deploying more Pi apps. You see, now we're doing the housekeeping. We call it housekeeping. We make sure everything is done within first. So deploy more Pi apps and allowing more utilities to be created and used. And then transitioning Pi apps deployed on the testnet to mainnet. We have to do all these whilst we're in enclosed mainnet. You understand what I'm saying? So enclosed network means we have to do all of that, which is the firewalled mainnet. You get me? And then iterating on any modifications, you see, and adjustments to the mainnet and the ecosystem before the open network. So all these things need to be done. They're actually helping us. They're helping us, you know. So I don't see any negativity. So where people are beginning to say all these things, they irritate me a lot. You know, that's why I didn't say a lot on the Telegram group, because I got so irritated by the things that people were saying there. If people are not careful, I might even shut that group down, because my main reason why I wanted to form it was for only members of my channel. Members of my channel. But I thought, you know what, let me expand it a bit. You know, I have my members one, which we really talk about detailed stuff. And then I have the general one, which people talk about good things, but sometimes, you know, the odd, annoying statement. You get what I'm saying? I've got a few members. I've got a few members like Young Badu. He went AWOL, but I have to get him to join the WhatsApp group, because the WhatsApp group is where, you know, when there's proper things I talk to them about, because that's where, you know, they're members, so they pay, and I'm able to give them things they deserve to know for paying. You get what I mean? I do video calls with them, you know, on my phone. I do that video calls with them, one-on-one group. I do all of that with them because they're part of my membership team, and that's what they gain from being members. You get what I mean? And obviously, in the members, we have tiers as well. So we have beginner members, we have middle, we have elite, and we have investor level. You come there, you choose whichever one you want, you get advantage over the other. Simple as that. So yeah, that's the thing. I'm running a business here, as much as, you know, sometimes charitable, it's a business. So they said the enclosed network allows time for people, for millions of pioneers to get KYC, then migrate. Yes, I've said that. So if we move directly from testnet to mainnet, this would mean that pioneers who were not able to KYC and blah 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 blah. Yeah, I think I've said that. You know, so there are a lot that have to happen. And people still don't get it. I'll talk about the open network very soon, and you'll understand KYC verification and mainnet balance, and so on and so forth. You know, and then anti-money laundering. There's a lot of reasons why all these things have been done, but you guys don't. Some of you don't understand. You know. And then, obviously, when we get to mainnet, I'll talk about the mobile balance, the transferable balance, and the mainnet balance. All of that are there. Those are technical stuff. And then restrictions. Now, let me just tell you the restrictions in the enclosed network. So while transactions between Pi apps and pioneers and pioneer-to-pioneer transactions are allowed within Pi network, the enclosed network will have in place the restrictions as listed below. These restrictions at this stage help enforce the enclosed nature of the network. You see, there will be no connectivity between Pi and other blockchains or crypto exchanges. Remember what I said, in the enclosed network, and then mainnet can only be accessed through Pi wallet and Pi apps on the Pi browser. Remember, download your Pi browsers, guys. Download your Pi browser. Very important. The mainnet blockchain will be accessible to any computer on the internet, but only through a firewall to enforce the above rules. Exactly. There will only be core team nodes on the mainnet to ensure that the firewall is in place at all times. You see? So again, these are the things that I've been talking about. These are systems that people need to understand. You understand? The enclosed system is so important. I've spoken about the enclosed system. And obviously, you guys need to understand a lot is going on behind the scenes. And I want you to believe in the process. Everything today, I've been extremely serious because, like I said, a lot of people had good questions, but a few pissed me off on Telegram. I didn't say anything, but I didn't want to. But here, I can't say whatever I want because I'm live. You get what I'm saying? You're seeing me. You see my emotions. And I'm a very jovial guy, but when I get serious, I'm extremely serious. You get what I'm saying? So that is something that you need to understand. All right. So let me see. I wanted to say something. All right. So the restrictions are there. So you've got so within the ecosystem, this is what we can do. The economy, the Pi economy. Yeah. So the following uses pioneer to app to pioneer transactions will be allowed. So this is what's going to happen. Exchange of Pi for goods and services through Pi apps. That's going to happen. Transfer of Pi between pioneers for goods and services. That's going to happen. Okay. The following uses will be prohibited, meaning it will not be allowed. Exchange of Pi for fiat currency in this enclosed, remember on the screen? Where is it? There, this one. Yes, so during the enclosed network period, this is what will not be happening. Exchange of Pi for fiat currency for good reason. Exchange of Pi for other cryptocurrencies for good reason. And then transfer of Pi for a future promise of fiat or other cryptocurrency. Now, this is so important, this particular line where you get other YouTubers lying to you that you can buy Pi out there, you know, for that, for this, outside the Pi economy. Outside the Pi economy is a risk. Whatever happens, that's your problem. You can't say you don't trust cryptocurrency when you're the one making your own careless decisions. It's up to you. So make sure during this enclosed network period, you only do your transaction within the Pi ecosystem. within the Pi economy. Don't go out of it. Just as other YouTubers keep saying, some YouTubers keep talking about, and other stuff. Don't do it. I keep advising people. Make sure whatever you do is within the Pi economy, within our ecosystem. And that's what's going to help you a lot. I've spoken a lot about this enclosed network period because I came here to talk about it. It's so important. All right, I'm going to read your questions and I'll move to the open network period. All right. Okay, I think I've spoken a lot. Let me drink my Guinness. All right. Let me read the question from my phone. All right. Let me give a shout out. Mr. P Gaming. Yes. From the Philippines. Yes. Hi to you, my guy, Mr. P Gaming. Thanks for being here. I know you subscribed, so thanks for being here. Let me see. Give some shout outs. Obunneke. Is it Obunneke Nwan Kwanta? I like the name so much. Yeah, he said I'm doing great. Thank you so much. Somebody AU said the admin, somebody sold them dreams, blah blah blah. Nobody sold anybody dreams, I think. And then let's see, Comedy Live. Yeah, Comedy Live, I said it's thing. Comedy Live. So finally, I understand it now. Thank you very much. Yeah. I'm here to explain for you to understand. I did a few. I've done some lecture here for all of you, but it's all good. Yes, Zeb Design. Shout out from the Philippines. Listen, I've got a lot of people from the Philippines now. Adara Yob phone. He deleted his stuff, so there's nothing there. But it's okay. It's all good. And then AU is saying, I'm so stressed I cannot get my documents within a week. My ID will arrive in at least 8 weeks. I think you're fine, AU. You're fine. 8 weeks, you'll be fine. KYC is gonna be here through that time. You understand? I'm gonna talk about the open network and when that would begin. You understand? So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Oh man, declare major incident in London on Saturday over the surge. The major incident even requires special enforcement from team, police, ambulance, blah blah blah. God, are you kidding me? They're trying to tell us that a major incident in London, as in the Omicron case. Oh my God, this is just. Anyway, I'll read that later. Let's continue. Yeah, they say I'm the best the best crypto YouTuber around. Yeah, I don't get the views. It's so surprising. Brian Alexander, my guy, what's happening, man? I sent you a message. I didn't get a response back. What happened? What happened? You guys need to share my content. If you say I'm the best YouTube cryptocurrency YouTuber around, which I don't know about that, to be honest, because others get tens of thousands of views. I get 100 views. So, I don't think I'm the best. I think I do my best, but I don't think I'm the best. There are better ones out there. And then what else? Yes, Jeff. What is Jeff saying? So Jeff says, boss, can you please elaborate more on the Pi we will be mining after mainnet if it's going to be used immediately? How do you mean by that? Let me see. It's a good question, though. Jeff's question is a very good question, extremely good question. I like that. So it's saying the one who. Wait, let me drink my Guinness and answer that question. So I said I should elaborate on the Pi we will be mining after mainnet if it's going to be used immediately. The one we'll be mining after mainnet, if we mine ourselves, then yes, of course, we should be. But of course, we have to be KYC'd and all of that, So if you're KYC'd and you've got your transferable Pis and everything, then of course, whatever goes into a transferable Pi, you can use that. And then of course, you get the bonus Pi from your pioneers in your core team as well, if they're KYC'd, so they have to be KYC. That's what I'm saying. If you're KYC'd already, this is the time you need to get them to get the documents ready. So once we get into KYC, You tell all of them, listen, you need to start doing your KYC. Go to the Pi app, the Pi browser app, click on KYC and get it done. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what we need to do. We need to make sure all of those things are done. Okay. And then I got my guy here, Robert, saying closed network is a good strategy for community to build consensus on Pi value. I just said that. And my guys also reiterated that. And I'm glad that people now understand why we have our closed network. And then, of course, Pardon is saying that, sir, I just want to ask, will there be companies that will also be part of our community that we will be able to exchange goods and services with? No, not yet, not in the closed network. It will be in the open network, which takes me straight to the open network period. So we are in the open network period. So let me now talk about the open network period. All right. I'll be talking about the open network period. All right. Okay. So this is it. The open network period. Let me read this and then I'll elaborate on it. All right. No panic station. Please don't go to panic stations. Just relax. So open network period. Depending on the maturity of the enclosed network economy and the progress of the KYC, this period may begin on Pi Day, which is March 14th, 2022, Pi 2 Day, June 28th, 2022, or later. So, again, let me reiterate. It depends on the maturity of the enclosed network economy. It depends on that. So when they say the maturity, it means how trustworthy is it going to be? How strong is our firewall? Can external, kind of people try to penetrate our firewall? Will it work? Because they'll do a lot of tests to see. And then, of course, how is the progression of KYC? I keep talking about KYC. I want all of you to get KYC. All of you. So get your IDs ready and get KYC'd. And then, of course, that's what's going to happen. So they said the open network period means that the firewall in the enclosed network will be removed, and then it will allow any external connectivity, that is to other networks, other wallets, and anyone who wants to connect to the Pi network, Pi mainnet, which means it will be completely decentralized then. But now it's in an intermediary decentralization process. So the API calls will not be firewalled, and pioneers will be able to run their own Pi nodes, your own one, not the core team's one, and API services. Pioneers will have connectivity with other blockchains, of course, and then community nodes can also run the mainnet. You get what I'm saying? So this is what's going to happen during the open network period. Again, let me reiterate. We have to see how mature the enclosed network is. So if the enclosed network is matured enough in the economy, then, and of course, the progression of KYC is what is expected, then we will move to our open network period. Now, the open network period could begin March 14th, 2022, which will be 3 years after we launched. Now, that's when I want it to be. If we are too slow with our KYC and the maturity of the network, the enclosed network, then we might move to Pi 2 Day, which is 3 times 2, 14 times 2, which means June the 28th. I don't want it that time because that is further along the line. So that's why I keep saying, get the KYCs done. Make sure all your duplicate accounts are deleted. So if you have multiple Pi accounts, delete all of them and use your main one. I'm begging you. Don't have multiple Pi accounts. It is not a good thing. Just let me tell you that. If it's in your name or whatever, don't have multiple Pi accounts. Have your main account with your full name and everything corresponding to the ID. So your ID's name, and then that's it. You should be fine. Don't be greedy because it will nullify all the work you've done over the months and years. You don't want that. Don't be greedy. Just get your main account, get it done, and be free. All right. So that is a short thing about the open network. My bad. I haven't checked it. I've been trying to sign up and get everybody YOT done. Well, it all has to be done. You know what I mean? It all has to be done. And we have to make sure that we are getting a lot of things done. All right. So I'll take one or two more questions and I'll end the stream. Tomorrow is the phone-in show. Tomorrow is going to be great. The phone-in show is going to have a lot of people. I'm going to have two guests who will be here live throughout the entire show. They'll co-host with me, and then obviously they will have their opinions, their personal opinions as well, which will help. Of course, it will make me talk less. I can continue drinking my Guinness while you guys do your thing. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be great tomorrow. Anyway, it's gonna be great tomorrow. So don't worry. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So if I get one or two questions, then I'll end the stream. I've spoken a lot. Today has been a day that I've spoken a lot because I needed to explain this closed open network thing for people to understand. Yeah, man. Comedy Live. Good. It's good that now you understand exactly what's happening. You understand. So before I end this stream, I want to say something that might bore you a little bit, but it's important that I say it, and then we can end the stream. When I started the channel, it was about football. It was about Manchester United specifically. And then obviously I'd been on Pi for more than a year at that time, and then I was looking for a niche because the football is too much stuff. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna leave the football and then do only Pi. So I started doing the Pi. And then when I did the Pi, it became something that people loved. So I thought, okay. And then I got monetized. When you get monetized, a lot of things are happening. So I started doing it. I got more information on my own time. When I have to play with my kids, I'm here talking to you, which is all right. But you should understand that also I work and I've got people that depend on me and stuff. So when I say become a member, I'm not taking your money. I'm taking your money to be able to build this whole economy, my economy, which is Race United. And when I say that, a lot of people take it differently. They think, oh, this guy wants. Listen, everybody wants money in life. But at the end of the day, you wouldn't be here if you didn't need money. You need money, and you need to understand how Pi works. And I'm here to deliver that to you. So if I'm here delivering that to you, if it's free of charge all the time, if I lose interest, you can't tell me to come here to do anything for you because you're not paying me. You get what I'm saying? But whereby you are actually investing a little of your money into this channel, you have the right, because then we can have our chat group where I'll be like, yes, let's have a conversation. We'll have a chat group where we'll talk and talk and talk, and we can have our video calls. I've been having video calls with my members. I tell them things I don't tell you because I can't. Here is too, you understand? So they get to talk to me. They get to talk to me in person, and I'm still the same anyway. I don't pretend, still the same. Do you know what I mean? So that is why I ask you people to become members. Today I've had two people become members of my channel, which I'm happy about, and they will help the channel grow. And at times, if you can't become a member, you can give a super chat. Just a super chat, any amount, super chat, just super chat. Meaning I'll prioritize your chat first over everybody. If you're a member, you send a comment. I'll prioritize your comment over everybody. You get what I'm saying? So these are the perks you enjoy. You get phone calls from me. You get certain things that others can't get. There'll be times when I'll do restricted comments. So it means the comments can only be done by members. Right now it's restricted to subscribers, but from January onwards, it could be restricted to members only. Comments. You get what I'm saying? So you see the comments will be few, but I'll be talking because they're putting in sense into the comments because they're paying. So they know that, listen, I need to talk some sense. You get what I'm saying? Anyway, this is all good. It's all good. We're one big happy family. I'm happy. And tomorrow is the phone-in show. Please don't forget, all of you come in here because that is similar to this one. But this time around, people get to ask questions on the network. They get to ask either showing their face or speaking with their voices. That helps a lot. Do you know what I mean? It's also very interesting, the phone-in show. So, guys, I'm glad we did this. Finally, we've come to an end, and I'm happy I was able to say everything I wanted to say. Tomorrow, I'll reiterate this. I'll talk a bit more about KYC. And then don't forget, Tuesday, I'm going to release the video about the lockup, which is also important. The lockup is like something that a lot of people still don't understand. So I'll talk about that. I'll do that. And all of you are going to understand that one too. Yeah, if you want to be a member, the link is, if you want to be a member, the link is at the beginning. I've pinned it. It's at the top. So if you look there, if you want to be a member, if you look at the top of the comment section, it's right there. You know, click on the link over there and then become a member. And you would actually enjoy having a one-on-one or group conversation on WhatsApp, as particularly because then we get to converse proper. You get my number, my phone number. You can call me anytime you want. If I'm ready, we'll have a conversation. If not, I'll call you back and all of that. You understand? So yeah, I've got a few questions here. Let me answer it. So a friend of mine says his 8-year-old son has Pi on his mobile phone, but the child has no ID. How does the child do KYC? I think 8 years is underage. 8 years is underage. Let me put the link over there, the Telegram link, because my child, I've got a daughter, she's 9, but I've not made her do any Pi. Let me go to Telegram and get the link. Get the link. Don't worry, I'm going to put a link there. Bill Mush. All right. So that's the Telegram link. That's the Telegram link, but that is not where members are. Those there, I don't have a single member there. So anyone on Telegram is not a member of my channel. Remember that. Anyone there is not a member of my channel. They're just there, of course. I like that. I like that they're there. When I have time, I go there and have a conversation with them, but I mostly have time for members. They're the ones that I have conversation with. Anyway, the name is Ray. The channel is Ray's United, and the word is peace.